everybody. Happy Thursday. It is I, your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and as always, your friend Joe Sebi. And happy Thursday, everybody. And Thursday, once again, is part of our creative series that we like to call Picture This. What is Picture This? Picture This is when I show you an image, a photograph, a drawing, artist rendition, a charcoal painting, watercolor, doesn't matter. Something that's thought-provoking, and I give you the exercise of trying to write a chorus, or it doesn't even have to be a chorus. It could be like a poem. It could be like a poetic, I would love it to be a song. I'm a songwriter. We're songwriters. I think of things in a songwriting aspect, so I always try to write from that frame of reference as a songwriter. So I give you an image, and I want you to study the image and really look at it and kind of daydream on it. And then I want you to really get lost in that photograph. And then I want you to write. First, just write down everything that you see based on the photograph. That's really the first place we start. And what it makes you think about. Think about when you look at it, what it makes you think about, I love this exercise, and I've used it over my life so many times, and it's come in so handy, especially when I'm not feeling super creative. Sometimes you need things to jumpstart your creativity, and this is a great example of that. I mean, everything around us, I believe, is a influence, and subconsciously or consciously, it fits into your subconscious, whether you realize it or not. Everything around us is an influence, and we are like sponges. Everything around us we filter through our body and our brain and our experiences and what we get out of it. But a lot of times, if you're not feeling creative, like me, a lot of times, I'm tired and I've been doing things all day and I don't feel super creative. Or, because it is my job to be creative every day, writing songs, I need some inspiration if I don't feel so creative that day. What do I do to bring out the creativity if I'm not feeling it naturally? Well, a good way to do that is watch a movie, watch TV. Sometimes a good movie, the story in a good movie can be just enough as a catalyst to just get you motivated to write an idea based on what you're looking at, what you see. And I've done that many times. Movies have really inspired me over the years to write things that a movie would just move me to a point where I had to write about it, in a song idea, or I've done it lots of times. So this is just a really good way to jumpstart your creativity. If you're not just hearing things on your own. And sometimes just listening to other people's music to get your, to whet your appetite doesn't always do it either. You could but an image will set you off, or a scene in a film can set me off a lot of times, I have written whole pieces of music just from footage I've seen without even hearing the sound of I just saw the video, no audio, and it was just enough for me as just to go crazy and write something that it made me feel. So, like I do every week, I go on Google Images and I just scroll through things. I'll just write, artistic photographs, and you can't believe all the things that just pop up. I'll just, and I'll scroll, and it's like Pandora's box. The more you find, the more you hit on, the more menus you open up, and you get even more pictures, you go to even more things. And my dilemma most of the time is picking the right one, one that I think is really going to cause a lot of people to be inspired by what they're seeing on that, that image. And, and that's anything that gets, like I said, I want things that just whet your appetite to be creative, and whatever gets you there, then so be it. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this photograph that I found, and I thought it was really cool. So hold on, here it is. Cool picture, right? It's like a watercolor, and the paint is running, and it creates the illusion that I guess it's a woman. I don't know what yeah, it looks feminine. Really cool picture though, huh? Like really just, you could go anywhere with that picture. What do you guys think about it? I thought it was a cool picture. Well, it spoke to me immediately. I was going through a million pictures, and that was just one that popped up. And I was like, wow, that's really interesting. That's a really interesting one. A really cool picture. So, I looked at several, but that one kept winning to me. I looked at several that were pretty thought-provoking, but that one really got my attention. That one really won out of all the, there was I think maybe 3 or 4 others that I thought were really, really cool. But that one, at the end of the day, that one got my attention. And so that's the one I picked. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to read for you the lyrics that I wrote for it. But before I do that, I'm going to just tell you, because I don't want to influence anybody out there. I don't want to influence anybody, but I want you guys to come up with your own. Don't let me influence your story, even though I'm going to share with you my feeling about what I saw in that photograph. Okay. It just seemed like someone crying. It was very sad to me, not like hysterical crying, but like crying, like the paint running to me resembled tears, very distinctly for me anyway. So the more I looked at the picture, I go into daydream mode like I always do. Once I stare at a picture, I go into the abyss, and I don't know where I go until I come back to wherever it is I'm sitting at. Like I'm sitting at this desk, I could be staring at my computer, looking at that image, and before you know it, I've been here 20 minutes staring into my screen, looking at that picture. I've just been sort of daydreaming, subliminally, looking at that photograph. So all those ideas start to come rolling into your brain once you kind of go there, So, and then I start playing the little movies in my head based on what I saw in my daydreams. So what I wrote was this. So again, I'm always thinking like a songwriter, so I always try to put it into a poetic kind of songwriting kind of a way, observation. So I wrote, every time I think of you, I cry. I cry just a little. And every time I think of you, I die. I die just a little. And now I realize, as tears fill up my eyes, I know that every time I think of you, I cry. I cry just a little. So to me, it was like making me think, this was somebody in my life that was really, important to me at one time in my life. And I'm fine now, but when I go back to that time period, it chokes me up. It gets me. I die a little bit. I cry a little bit, Have you ever felt like that? Like when you revisit somebody from your past, maybe? It evokes all these, almost like you don't want to go back because it's too painful to go back or something, That stuff happens to me quite a bit. Over the years, there's been people that have had that kind of power over me over the years. So I wrote that using my imagination, but going by my own real life, real world experiences, things that have happened to me. I only go by things that I'm aware of, that I know in my experiences as a living human being. So, well, anyway, I'm going to go over my words one more time. Every time I think of you, I cry. I cry just a little, and every time I think of you, I die. I die just a little. And now I've realized, as tears fill up my eyes, I know that every time I think of you, I cry. I cry just a little. So there is my words. Now, that is all the time we have for tonight. But tomorrow, don't forget, I can't wait to see what you write based on that photograph for Picture This. And remember, guys, I wanted to tell everybody, I'm looking for the best chorus from Picture This. And whoever I pick, or, you guys will be in a raffle, but I'm going to pick the best, couple. And whoever wins, you guys will win a Target gift card, just like all the other classes that are running those same kind of contests. You will win a Target gift card, whoever writes the best chorus for Picture This. And, of course, you will, get bragging rights on the next YouTube or Zoom class, All right, guys, that is all the time we have tonight. This is your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and as always, your friend Joe Sebi signing off. I love you guys. I miss you. And tomorrow night, come back because we're going to write a melody to this, to these lyrics. All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow.